Hi everyone, my name is Emily and I'm the Young Adult Librarian at the Rock Island Public Library, and today I have a book for you that is very in keeping with our summer reading theme, which is Read Beyond the Beaten Path, and that book is Lumberjanes. And this first volume does a lot of great work setting up the characters and sort of what the other books are like, because you have 5 friends at summer camp. And this is Ripley, that's April, there's Joe, Mal, and Molly. And they are all in the Roanoke cabin at, I will read you the name of their camp. It is a bit of a long one. It is Miss Quinzella Thisquin Pennyquickwill's Thistle Crumpets Camp for Hardcore Lady Types. And part of that last part was changed, you know, to kind of modernize it a little bit. But at this camp, what happens is you can see that there are some pretty supernatural things happening right from the jump. You have these odd creatures, and why do these foxes have 3 eyes? That's weird. And there's also, yeah, there's the sign where you get the name of the camp again. And the trouble for the Lumberjanes, the first 5 that we meet, our main characters, is that I mean, their counselor, Jen, would really prefer that they not sneak out at night. And it's a little bit dangerous, perhaps, but, you know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say exactly how dangerous this place is. And Rosie is the person with red hair here. She runs the camp, and she seems to be very sort of hands-off when it comes to, well, there's stuff going on here, but, you know, I trust you kids, you can handle it, you know, you'll make good choices and mostly be safe. And mostly they do and are, but they still have to worry about, you know, basic camp stuff. So for example, like in addition to supernatural adventures at night, hey, we're gonna go on a canoe trip today, which, I mean, not everybody loves. Some people like canoeing more than others. And I mean, I think Mal is, you know, in this situation, she would really prefer that they have just like a nice leisurely day, you know, like, okay, I haven't really canoed much before, so let's get off to like a kind of slow start. And she literally calls it the murder river, like, I don't want to go in the murder river. But Molly, who is her girlfriend, says, hey, you know, don't worry, it's gonna be fine, you know, we're gonna be totally safe. And I mean, they are until they get to the rapids, which, you know, and that would be enough, but there's also some kind of sea serpent. So that's also a trouble that they have to face. And problems like this, I mean, here we go, there's another 3-eyed animal doing something strange. You know, everybody in the Roanoke cabin kind of accepts that, well, hey, this is fun, and we're gonna figure out what the heck is going on here, because some pretty strange events are occurring in and around our camp. And they have a lot of fun. You know, there's a lot of cool adventures in this first one where they're just trying to solve the initial mystery of what's the deal with the animals, and why are they suddenly, first of all, having 3 eyes, because that's not what most animals have, but also, you know, why are things sort of occurring in such a way that you have not just, I mean, at this camp, they find this like underground area where the statues come to life. And you have some of them that are a little bit murdery, but also you have people starting to kind of act this way too. At the boys' camp, it's just nearby. At first, everything seems fine, but then something strange happens, and they seem to sort of get possessed, almost. So it's not just animals that are affected by whatever this is. Oh, and there's also, I think these are Yetis or Sasquatches or both. Like later in the series, they have to kind of mend a rift between these 2 groups. But the boys, I mean, when they get possessed, you know, obviously something is affecting them and no one's quite sure what it is. And in getting away, you know, Jen realizes by the end of this first volume, like, okay, yeah, something's going on here. Like, I wanted to just give you girls a nice normal camp experience and to have you be safe and not be sneaking out at night. But okay, the monster stuff is totally real. You're right, we gotta figure this out. And in this first volume, you don't find out till volume 2, but the baddie here at the end is a figure from mythology. This is connected to the statues in the weird sort of underground space they found earlier. And in this, you know, our main characters, they are becoming better friends and they're having all these cool adventures. And it's just a really fun series. You get, you know, the fun of a graphic novel that's about camp, and so you get to kind of travel without moving. You can kind of experience this vicariously, this, you know, lots of slices of summer fun. But also, you know, as soon as like things start to calm down, like every time it's like, oh, we're gonna have like just a normal day at camp, we're gonna do some crafts, or, you know, we're gonna have like ice cream, you know, there's ice cream in the mess hall, go get some. Well, something else weird will also occur. So the Lumberjanes have to figure out like, all right, what's happening now and what should we do about this? So if you like graphic novels, it's a lot of fun. And I mean, this is just a series where it's just celebrating all different kinds of people. Like, as the series goes on, you know, it's like, it's a book that's for guys and gals and non-binary pals and all the characters, you know, like one person is trans, you know, there's people who date each other, and it's just like, it's not sort of a, oh, we're gonna check that box. It's like, no, it's just part of who that person is. That's just who that character is, and it's part of their story, and it just adds to the story overall. And I really like, at the beginning of each chapter, the fun thing about the books, like in the comics, I read the comics, I think, for this first volume individually too, but you also get like descriptions of the badges, like the merit badges that the Lumberjanes can earn from doing different activities. And some of them, you know, they're pretty normal camp badges, like going canoeing, but others are a little stranger. And you also get in the back like a cover gallery, so you can see like other covers that were released when this series first came out as individual comics. And it's just a lot of fun. I really loved this series for years now, and gosh, there's a lot of books. There's a lot of places you can start. Like, I mean, this is volume 1, so if you want to just start with volume 1, you sure can. I think all of the graphic novels are available through Hoopla, if you want to read them there. We've also got a lot of them, you know, the in-print books at the library. And there's also novels. I think there's 4 Lumberjanes novels. If you want to read those or listen to the audiobooks, you can do that. And yeah, this is one, obviously, given the summer reading theme, I wanted to talk about this year, but I've enjoyed it for a long time, and it's going to be, at some point, probably an animated series. It's been adapted, like Noelle Stevenson is one of, you know, she is the cover artist here, and she's the person who did like She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, and she's kind of, I think, been in talks with Netflix, certainly, about adapting this one. So if you want to check it out before it becomes a series you can watch, you can sure do that. And yeah, come for the fantastic art and fun tales of friendship to the max, as they say in this book. And, you know, stay for character development over a series that really, it went on for several years, so there's like lots of books to choose from, and there's lots of different story arcs. And mostly it focuses on supernatural happenings, but also you get kind of just interpersonal stuff and, you know, kind of the characters getting to know each other and becoming better friends, but also becoming friends with other people at their camp and getting to know themselves and kind of exploring like, all right, you know, we're not going to be at camp forever, but I feel like this experience has definitely changed me forever, and what do I want to take away from this? You know, when I go back to life after summer camp, you know, what is going to stay with me after this? So check it out. And thank you for watching. I will see you again soon.